Hi everybody. Um, it's been a little bit of a time, a little bit of a spell, as they say, since I did my last video for you guys, to actually come at you and say hello and try and plant a seed of sorts. There really is no seed to plant today. Topic today, I was going to go on something that has been in my gut. And that something being happiness, true happiness. Um, well, while thinking about that and having this feeling of wanting to talk about that, I had a conversation with somebody that I consider to be a good Facebook friend. I say it like that because this man is very spiritual and is so happy with the way his spiritual life is forming around him, that he just exudes it. And that could be said for the person that I had the conversation with, and to a person that I would call my guide. Even you. Because there is no limit to that true happiness of who we really are once we see that. So this person, I'm not sure if you would like me to use his name, so I won't. We'll just say he's a gentleman that I converse with from time to time, and is a very smart individual. And just like anybody else, has his own ups and downs as far as like what spirituality is and the right way to be. And I was told recently that he's in love with Advaita, and in love with basically what is. And Uja Carlos Anthony put a question forward of basically, are you happy with the things that this feeling brings about, this love, this being in love with? So I asked that question to all of you. Where are you on your journey? Where are you on your step? As far as like, I say step because a lot of people who stair-step things, not 12-stepping anybody here. But what I'm saying in where are you in particular is because only you are going to know where you're at. I can't tell you where you're at. I can't tell you where I'm at. I can express where I'm at as far as like a feeling. And what that did in that conversation was it brought out the feeling that yes, I do need to say something. Yes, I do need to talk about this. And I haven't talked for a while. Was sick for a bit. But cut the fucking crap and the personal issues, you know? That's the thing about me, is it's time to cut the crap. And I will tell you, as far as true happiness with being, we'll call this are you truly happy? Do you really find true happiness in what is? Now think for a moment about the statement, what is? You have people out there that say the stupidest things, or sound like the stupidest things, but they actually mean something like, well, it is what it is. I hate it when people say that, but it actually is so, because even right now within watching this video, it is what it is. Coffee. Nectar of the gods. So yes, it is what it is. But what is with me may not be what is with you. What is with your brother may not be what is with the sister. May not be what is with mom and dad. Does that matter? No. Because what is, and it is with you. But can you be happy with whatever it is that's going on, with what is? It takes me back to a video that I made for everyone earlier this year in the spring. It inspired a second video, and this is kind of like a third part because it all takes us back to that gratitude and those two videos on gratitude, the first part and the second part. I mean, people tend to like them, so let's kind of go there again with this. Because being happy with what is, no matter what's going on, It's actually the same damned thing. It's being grateful. It's having a sense of gratitude for whatever it is that's going on. I mean, you could be facing the worst thing. You could have a family member going to jail. You yourself could be diagnosed with some horrible disease, some terminal disease. But can you be happy in that moment? And those are really rough times for someone to find happiness. But I've seen it happen. I knew a woman once who was dying of stomach cancer. And, you know, the last time I had run into this woman, she didn't look very good. She looked like she was on her way out. But she was scared, but not willing to give up, and she was happy in the decision in making it stays with not giving up and going forward and seeing what is and resting in whatever God wants. It's not your will, it's not my will or her will, it's God's will. Pure and simple. So can you be happy with that? It's difficult to be happy with the bad. It's very easy to be happy with the good, or the things that are troubling, not necessarily bad, but just troubling. And that's okay too. But my question to all of you, again, can you be happy with what is in the true sense of being? Now, in the true sense of being, that is not being Boisselle-Schalaba or Atma Prem, as I go by as well when I do these videos. It's not you going by as Jim, Manny, Mo, Jack, John, David, whatever your name is, Steve, Carlos, Monkeyfuck. It doesn't matter, whatever your name is. It's not about being that person. Not at all. This is about just being. True essence. Back to God. Back to who you are. And who you are in that moment. What is in that moment is who you are. That's my opinion. May not be yours. May not be my guides. May not be my teachers. May not be a colleague, reverend, or minister. But that's what makes us all unique, and that's what makes it all so different, and that's what makes it so good, when you can actually sit and smile and look right into your heart and say, I'm happy, regardless of the circumstance. I'm grateful, regardless of whatever hell I may be going through. I'm sympathetic to what goes on around me, not empathetic. Empathy sucks. If you're going to feel bad for someone and want to help your fellow man, kind or woman, have a little sympathy, have a little compassion. That's a different video. That's a different fucking subject. And we're not going to go there this week. What I would like to see more of in this world are people who show on their face that they are happy with what is. And you see it if you know what it looks like. If you know what it feels like, you see it in people. You even see it in yourself. I've seen it in myself. Usually happens when I'm alone. Usually happens when I'm walking somewhere by myself, or when I have a moment to myself. Boop, things pop into my head, and I'm getting to the point where I feel like I can wash them away and be left with just a sense that feels like it surrounds all of me and wraps me in tight with nothing but love. It's a sensation that only you will be able to understand and feel. When you can look up, and this is a true story, we'll end like this. This is being, capital B-I-N-G, as I've told you before. It's being, but it's also a little true story of being in happiness while in that state of being. Kind of like a bliss, only to know that There's nothing more than that moment. Wherever you're going and your arrival time, nothing more is there. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. And nothing is more important than what is going on within that moment. So, I'm walking the other day. Had to go somewhere downtown, and I decided that I'd walk Pacific Coast Highway. There's some trees as you get closer to Atlantic Boulevard over here in sunny Southern California, Long Beach. There's some trees right on the corner. And the way the breeze was blowing, I just looked up at them. And every leaf was sparkling with sunlight. Gently blowing in the breeze. You could hear the palms. You could hear the wind, birds, cars rushing by. But this sudden feeling came over me that there was nothing more important than that moment. It was like reaching out and touching God. The feeling does not linger, it stays briefly. But once you recognize it, it goes away because your ego tries to grasp onto it. Your ego tries to grasp onto it and tries to make it something more than it is, when all it is simple gratitude for just simply being and simply living and simply seeing that wind through the trees that made you feel like you touched God. So I hope that you see where I'm going with that. Once it comes, let it go, but remain happy, remain grateful, remain in gratitude, remain in peace, love, and harmony with who you are and who you are not. Who you are not as far as like somebody that you have created through ego sense, or that your mind or ego has created, is not real. Throw it the fuck away and stay the true essence of being. Stay happy. Stay with true nature. Stay with yourselves. Stay spiritual. Stay open. Don't judge. I can go on for days with the little cliches of what one should or should not do. But you all are big boys and girls. I don't have to tell you these things. True sense of being is all we are. And the question to you one last time, which I'll leave you with to answer on your own, which requires no answer, by the way, as I'm told a lot by Uja. That question being, are you or can you be truly happy with true sense of what is in being at that very moment? And if you can't, why not? And you know what? If you can't, I want to hear from you. Let's see who's watching this. If you can't, I want to hear from you. I want to know why you can't. It'll be fun. I dare you. Double dog dare you. Anyhow, we're running a bit long here, so I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been a while since I made one of these, and it's been fun making this one and talking to you and coming together. So, I'm sure I'm going to try and get out there and make another one before Thanksgiving, but it's getting to be the holiday season. It's getting chilly outside. As you can see, I'm a little bundled up because it's a little chilly. But I love you all, and I want you all to enjoy this beautiful time of year. Enjoy your season, in your seasons, the season, and those around you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, people that you care, people that you don't even care. Have gratefulness for them too. I thank you all for watching. It's very great to speak with you again. Welcome to your now, and namaste.